closed and just let the words that I'm speaking flow over you and through you. I'm going to talk for just a few minutes about the process of self-transformation and being patient with yourself as you go through it. Because however old you are, you've had that many years of reinforcing through the ego, through judgment, and through resistance, reinforcing layer upon layer of limiting and false beliefs about yourself and about the nature of reality. Because the modern media and society of the Western world promotes a state of lack, of fear, of victimization, of helplessness, of powerlessness. And so the more we are exposed over the years of our life to these messages through media and radio and TV and movies, the more the false reality seems solid around us. And so what we're doing here in the process that we just went through is the process of unraveling that illusion, unraveling that third dimensional consciousness of false beliefs, of false fears. And so it's going to take time. You're going to have moments where you're absolutely ecstatic and exalted in a state of fifth dimensional love, awareness, wisdom, and expansion. And then the next day you're going to go to work and your coworkers are going to be mundane and petty or whatever they are. And you're going to see in yourself exactly your resistance to their programming, because you're freeing yourself from your programming. And it's going to bug you a little bit, or more than a little bit maybe, when you see people acting unconscious, especially if they're acting unconscious towards you. And so when they push your buttons, here's the key: when they push your buttons, simply acknowledge that they're showing you an aspect of yourself, an aspect of your past that is unresolved, an issue that you still have to work on. Because once that past is completely cleaned up, there will be no more buttons left to push. And the unawareness and the control dramas that other people play out will be nothing more than mildly amusing to your state of consciousness. But in order to get there, we all have to peel away layer after layer after layer of seemingly unending layer. But there is an end, and more importantly, there is a process. And the process is one of repetition. As you clear out a certain amount of limiting beliefs and emotions, and you reclaim your energy from them, you allow yourself to go to a deeper level the next time that issue comes into your sphere of consciousness, into your mind and into your ego, who's trying frantically to rebuild what you're peeling away. So when you see that occur, just acknowledge that you've actually gone to a deeper level of the issue that's now in your state of awareness, and that you are making progress. And thank yourself for being aware enough to recognize that you've gone to a deeper level. You reclaim your power from it as much as you can in that moment. And then you simply uplift yourself whenever you get into a negative or discordant state of mind, a limited state of mind, a fear-based state of mind. Recognize it, minimize your ego, expand your divine higher self light out from your heart center, and reclaim that power, reclaim that energy. And you've handled that one layer. And you might have done it while you were driving down the road. Don't close your eyes though, if you're driving down the road and if you need to do this process. If it's that strong and you have to close your eyes, pull over. Take 3 minutes, because once you're comfortable with these procedures, these techniques of the self-clearing system, it doesn't take very long to reclaim your energy from a new layer. Every time you hit a new layer, you can do it maybe in 5 minutes. Sometimes it might take longer, sometimes it might take you 2 minutes. So do it as it happens in real time in your daily life. And by doing that, you make your daily life your own initiate process. Because technically it already is. You're now just becoming more aware. You're becoming a greater participant in your initiation process of unfolding your higher self in your physical body and in your mind and in your life. So as you peel away each successive layer, even if a year from now you're peeling away a layer of something that you've been working on for a year, be kind to yourself. Don't let your ego judge you for not being done with that yet. It's okay that you're not done with it, because you've moved through a year's worth of layers of clearing yourself, of being aware of your own process. And so you just have to be patient and realize that where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. Whatever's in front of you right now as a challenge is exactly the challenge that you and your higher self cooked up to help you shed your limitation. Your higher self is grateful for exactly what's happening in your life, because it's showing you the contents and the manifestation of your thoughts. And so when you can move into that space of gratitude as well, grateful for everything that you receive in life, even when it is something that you could easily judge as bad, unwanted, painful, etc. You begin to transform the way that you interact with life, and it becomes a joyful dance, a swirling, twirling whirlwind of joy and emotion and power and energy reclaiming and of giving and loving and expanding. Because the more you do this, the more you expand your light, the more joyful your life becomes, the more joyful your interactions with those in your life becomes. And the easier it becomes to move through deeper layers of your own limitations, to move through peeling away the layers of limitation from your ego mind, so that your ego returns to its proper natural role as being your third dimensional assistant to help you navigate third dimensional reality. So that you're no longer enslaved by your own mind or by your own past, but instead you are free and joyful, loving, expanded, and filled with childlike, radiant energy, the energy that you brought with you when you were born into this world, and that you have simply covered up over the years. So we're just uncovering the layers that we've put on top of our natural divine light, letting it shine forward. And so I will leave you with this thought. Imagine that you have all of the energy and connectedness and exuberance and joy that you had as a 3-year-old child, along with all of the wisdom, knowledge, ability to manifest, ability to relate to others and heal others that you have right now, both existing in you at the same time, so that you can run and play and dance and twirl and be silly and filled with laughter and heal the world using the divine light that you came here with. Thank you all very much for your participation. I love you. Namaste.